G'day brewers, welcome to the channel. I am Pierre and this is Simple Homebrew. I've got this little system here. I've had this for a couple of years now. iGulu gave it to me and I've done a few brews. Now recently I haven't used it for at least 6 months and I've just bought a whole heap of gear for this system to be able to use it so I don't have to spend time making my own beers. Now the reason why I'm talking to you today is because I bought myself a couple of these. These are just storage bottles for your beer. This is a really cool tool to store. Look, basically I have one jug to brew in and I want to do 2 brews. So I want to store the one I've just finished in these bottles, and there's 2 of them, and I want to transfer it to it, and I want to show you how I do it. I've never done it before either, and I thought maybe you guys can get a kick out of it. What we've got is a bottle. This is their iGulu bottle. There's 2 of them. There's one over here too. We have a relief valve and a transfer pipe. Now, I've washed these just recently. I've washed them nice and clean. As you can see, they're still warm and they've got a little bit of cloudiness to them. In a bottle here, there's a pipe, a tube that runs up through the middle. That's your transfer in tube. So I can transfer my new made brew, which is this one. It's all ready to go in this system. And I want to transfer it to this so I can store it in my fridge and drink it when I need to. Now, it's all self-carbonated. When you brew, it actually carbonates on its own. And all I have to do with this is actually sanitize it, get it ready, purge it for gas, which I have a gas bottle, which is CO2, connected to the system. Now, there's a video on that. If you want to have a look at it, I'll leave a link in the description. And just on here is the system I need to use to connect to this so I can transfer beer into here, store it with minimal oxygen ingression, and then I will start my new brew. Now I've got this. This is a filler jug. It's bucketing down rain at the moment, so I'm a bit in trouble here. This has just been rinsed and sanitized. This is my bottle. I now need to purge the bottle of any oxygen, so I need to connect this to the gas side of the iGulu. Now this is the gas side. That's the gas pipe. I just need to disconnect that. It's a female connection. So now all I need to do is put the male connection in the end. See how it fogged up, ready? There you go. So that is CO2 running in the system, making sure that the bottle is deoxidized. Done. I reckon 3 to 5 purges is good enough. Okay, let's transfer the beer into this bottle now and see what happens. All I need to do now is just disconnect this fella. Pop that back on the gas side. Disconnect the serving pole like that and pop that on there. So it's going to start filling as soon as I click in. And there it goes. And as we're filling, I'll purge it to allow the fluid to keep flowing. And just as a warning, if it stops flowing, you just need to purge it like this to allow it to flow more. Look at that guy. That's my last purge. Hopefully this will just go up, pressurize. It's slowing down. Look at that, it's slowed right down already. Let's get a bit more full. It's slowed. One more purge. Sec pressurized. For me, that's full. I'm going to now disconnect that. I've got another one to fill up, and once that's full, hopefully the fermenter or the fermenter keg is nicely empty, and I can start my new brew. Sorry, I'm just worried that it's going to come out the top here. I just discovered when you disconnect this, there's no valves either end to stop the fluid coming out, so it's just going to flow straight out. Just be aware of that. Now my other discovery is if you click that shut, which is a valve to block the pipe, that would stop the fluid flowing when you don't want it to. Of course, I am doing a second bottle at the moment. Now, a couple of things I have to tell you. I forgot to purge that bottle. I did a little bit, not enough. I'm going to have to drink that bottle first because it will get oxidized very quickly. I can only keep it for a couple of days before it does. The second bottle will keep for a couple of weeks in your fridge. Yeah, just so you know about that. Now, I have a little beer left. There's about probably a pint, which would be, let's say, 475 ml or 500 ml. I'm going to drink that today. The other beers that I've got that have been put into bottles are going to be put in my fridge, used at a later date. The reason why you do this usually is to transfer it into bottles so you can take it to parties or wherever you want to go and have that as your beer. And yeah, it works quite well. All right, this is a couple of weeks later. It has stopped raining, of course, and I've been very busy, to be honest. I've been working on this boat, trying to get that up and running. I have another channel called Where in the World is Pierre, and the boat restoration is being posted on there. So if you're interested, jump on there, have a look, see if you can subscribe, boost that channel. It's become more of a travelling channel, and I search different towns and check them out, do some beer tastings. As you've noticed on this channel, I've been doing beer tastings and telling you a bit about the history of the town I'm in, and it's been quite interesting. I think they're getting popular. So this one though, I'm going to crack open this fella here. This is the bottle. It's been sitting in the fridge for about a week and a half. It's nice and cold. I have a headmaster glass, a cheap glass I bought. I'm going to try it. We're going to try this. Now it's an iGulu IPA, and I just want to see what it's like. Anyway, ready? There we go. Open. Let's see if it held the texture and the quality. Now this is naturally carbonated, so it doesn't have added carbonation. So as you can see, it's not a giant head, and I poured it pretty quick. It smells good. It's amazing what you can get from just powder, dried extract, and additional what do you call them? Concentrated hops. That's what they did. They put or hop oils in it, and you mix it all up and it ferments, and it comes out beautifully. I've let that age in the fridge now for nearly 2 weeks. I can really smell. It's not strong. It's not overbearing and powerful. It's just nice. Let me smell the beer smell. Sweetness, a bit of caramel smell as well. That's a really good smelling beer. It smells exceptional. It's a little bit carbonated, if you can see that bubbling away there. Let's try it. It's got some carbonation going on. One. It's not as good in the flavour, I must say. It's not brilliant. It's bitter. Not brilliant. It's sweetish with a bitterness, and there's a bit of an artificial flavour on there I can taste. It's not perfect. I'm hoping a stout I'll do will come out better. But, I mean, it's not awful, and it's fairly palatable too, so it's not a bad beer. Oh, it's good. Getting used to the hit. What I'm tasting is, I'll put it this way. I'm tasting, it's like a wheat with a fair bit of bitterness. Now I can reduce the bitterness by not putting a bitter sachet in. I'll just put one sachet instead of two. It's got a little bit of sweetness with like an artificial flavouring. I'm not keen on it. It's not bad, but it's not great. I'll try that one again one day and see how I go. But I'm not keen on that one. That one isn't the best one. Like I said, it's palatable, drinkable, and it's quenching. It's not a bad beer. It's just not what I like over the top. But this artificial flavouring I'm getting, don't know what it is. Yeah, I can't tell you. It's a strange flavour that doesn't really belong. Anyway, this is what automated things do. You've got to experiment and get them right, and eventually you will. And some of the beers you will make are great. This actual iGulu is now for sale in Australia. I do get affiliate money from this. If you guys are interested, don't feel obliged. You will help the channel if you do buy something from them and use my link. And I did have a Simple Homebrew as the discount code. I don't think that exists anymore. I don't think that's running anymore. But the rest of it is. I still get affiliation from them. I get paid. If you buy something, I'll get a percentage. I think it's 5% or something. It's not much. And I'll tell you now, it is actually a good instrument. They do have an S one as well now, which is their new replacement, more of a budget one. But the systems themselves work, and they are great, and they keep your beers cold for months if you want to keep it in there. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for looking at this channel. I have many hundreds of videos backlog down there somewhere that you can have a look at, and I get a lot of views for it. And I'm really glad you guys come along and watch this video. Have a great one. We'll see you in the next brew. Cheers. Oh, carbonated.